your basic language skills, and let us see the different themes and the different content in the gist. So these are 11 stories I mentioned here. Let's have a look. Your first story is A Letter to God, and the writer is G.L. Fluence. This story, A Letter to God, here G.L. Fluence depicts unwavering faith of a farmer in God. It begins with a farmer whose name is Lencho, and he's expecting for a rain shower to nourish his field of corn, and he's very confident that his harvest is going to yield him huge profits just like it does every year. Second story is Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom. So this is an excerpt from the autobiography of Nelson Mandela. And who was he? He was the first black president of South Africa. At those times, white-skinned people were the rulers of the society, and the life was almost hell for the black people. So this all you will study in this story, this chapter. Now the next chapter 3 is Two Stories About Flying, written by Liam O'Flaherty, and it is based on a young seagull who is afraid to fly because of distrust on its wings. All his younger siblings can fly fearlessly despite their shorter wings, and on the other hand, the young bird cannot gather the courage to trust his wings. And the next subpart of this same chapter, because it is two stories about flying. So first is based on the seagull, and second is Black Aeroplane, written by Frederick Forsyth. It is about a pilot who feels happy and contented to fly over a city that is sleeping at the night time, and he is flying from Paris to London. Everything gets dark, he is unable to see, all his direction instruments stopped functioning, and he loses control of the plane. So this is all discussed here, we'll see in the story. And the next chapter, chapter 4, is from the diary of Anne Frank. It is an autobiography that was first published in 1947. So in this, what happens, Anne Frank, she expresses her thoughts in a diary which was gifted to her on her 30th birthday, and she names the diary as Kitty, which she considers as her only true friend. Alright. The next story, chapter 5, is The 100 Dresses, part first. We have two parts here for this story, The 100 Dresses, and both the parts are written by A.L. Visser Esther. So here, Eleanor Estes, he is the writer of this story, and The 100 Dresses is a story based on the real experiences of the writer. It is about a girl who is teased by her classmates, and this girl was Wanda, who always claims for having 100 dresses. The next part, The 100 Dresses, part second, it is actually included within the chapter 6, next chapter. So here what happens, Wanda is proclaimed as the best designer as she has sketched 100 dresses, all beautiful and all different, but she cannot come to the school to receive the medal. Her father writes a letter to Miss Mason that Wanda will not come to school as they are moving to a new city. Now the next chapter 7 is Glimpses of India. Here this chapter is written by Lucio Rodriguez, and it composed of 3 subparts. First is A Baker from Goa, second is Coorg, and third is the last one is Tea from Assam. So the first, A Baker from Goa, this is a story. This is written by Lucio Rodriguez. Okay, again I'm recalling you. So here this story, it relates to the time when there was a Portuguese rule in India, in Goa, right? And the story is of a baker living in a Goan village, and the bakers known as paddlers would come to sell these bread in the street and would make a jingle sound with the bamboos. We'll see in this chapter what happens. You will just stay connected. It's just a glimpse so that you can get an idea as to what is there. Second is Coorg, written by Lokesh Abdul. It is about Coorg, a place in Karnataka. And here the author describes the weather, environment, people, wildlife, and the landscape of Coorg in this story. And the next last part of this chapter is the last one is Tea from Assam. This is by Arup Kumar Datta, and this story is about two friends exploring the tea gardens of Assam and also learning the legends behind it. The next chapter, Mizbil the Otter, written by Gavin Maxwell. In this story, the writer tells us how his life altered after he decided to keep an otter. Here he is taking us through his journey and his experience with Miljibil, the otter. The journey begins from Iraq to London and through a flight. The next chapter, chapter 9, is Madam Rides the Bus, written by Vallikanan. And in this story, the author is trying to present the world as seen from a child's perspective. The main character of this story is an 8-year-old girl, Vali, who lives near a bus stop in a village. Vali develops a desire to enjoy a ride on the bus. And the next chapter, chapter 10, is The Sermon at Benares, written by Betty Renshaw. This story, The Sermon at Benares, highlights the early life of Gautam Buddha, who left all his amenities and worldly pressure behind and went on searching for salvation. And after 7 years of wandering here and there, he finally attained enlightenment under the people tree at Bodh Gaya. And the last chapter, chapter 11, is The Proposal, written by Anton Chekhov. Here, this proposal is a one-act play that begins with a young man, Lomov, presenting a marriage proposal to his neighbor's daughter. Before he could actually convey it to the girl, they enter into an argument about oxen meters. So whatever happened here, we'll see in the chapters individually. So till then, stay connected, subscribe the channel to get all the videos and time concerned informative videos. Just hit the bell icon also. Just be helpful, share with your friends also. Stay connected, take care. God bless you. We'll see you in the next module.